What's going on, guys? My name is Idan. I'm a decent Kakuro player, and today we're back with a hard level Kakuro puzzle. We're going to play this 12 by 14 hard Kakuro game. Let's start. Let's see what do we have. Alright, 17 is 8 and 9. This is a 9, which means that this has to be the 8. 9. Alright, that's a good start. 17 here is only 8, 9. So for the 24, this is not an option. It doesn't include 8, 9. Let's just write it down. This is 1, 2, 3. This one's going to take a while, so let's just write everything we know. 6, 8, 9. This is only 6 or 8 because of the 9. And here it's only also 6 or 8. No 9 in the answer, so this one is 6 and 9. 23, only option is 6, 8, 9. That's why I'm saying that. So if this is 6 and 8 and this is 6 and 8, they're going to exchange between them, which means that this has to be the 9. And that one is the 5. No, that's 1, 3, because 1 and 8, or 3 and 6. And they're both options. Let's keep going. This is 1, 2. This is 1, 2, 3. For the 6, it's 1 to 3, but for the 7, it's 1 to 4. That's the only option. Which means that this can only be 1, 2. Same for the 11. 11 is 1, 2, 3, 5. This is a 7, 1 to 4. So 4 can't be here. So it has to be 1, 2 only. That's the only options. Which means that this has to be the 4. 6 and 4 together. This is 1, 3. This one can't be a 3 because it's 2 3s. Which means that this is a 1, 5, 3. Okay, what are we missing here for the 24? This is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, first of all, any option, we have two squares that have 1, 2 and 1, 2, 3. Which means that we have to have in our answer two numbers that are 3 or below. So this one doesn't have it, this one doesn't have it, this one doesn't have it, and this one doesn't have it. We can just remove options. So this is 7 and 9. And that's good for both of these. This one is 8 and 9. Also probably good for both of them. What are we missing? This is 7, 8, 9. Let's just check the answers here. Yeah, they all include 7, 8, 9. All right. So 28 is pretty big numbers. It's 4 and above. We have a 6 here, which means that only 4, 5 can be played here. And this is 1, 2. Let's see if 1, 2 is allowed in 28. It is. All right. Oh, this is nice. 35 is 5 and above. 15, on the other hand, is 1 to 5, which means that only 5 can be here. What else? All right. So 18, now after the 9, it's 1 to 6. And we still have this 28 that only allows us 4 to 9. So it's going to be 4 to 6 here. Right? Now if we look at the 28, we have two squares that are 4 to 6. And the only answer is the 5, 6 here. This one is not an option. And this means that this has to be the 5. This one has to be the 6. And we're only missing 8, 9. We're missing 8, 9, but here, 29 can't have a 9. We already discussed that with the 6, 8 here. Which means that this one has to be the 8. This one has to be the 9. Then we can continue with the 6, 8 here and the 1 here. This one is a 1 as well. All right. Okay, 42. I'm looking at the 29. 5, 7, 8, 9. 5, 7, 8. Okay, that's not really helping. It's not really helping here as well. What are we missing here? 1, 2. We have a 1 here, so that's one. That one is a 2. That's a 1. And we're missing a lot here. Now this is going to be 1 to 5 now. Okay. Hear me out. There has to be a 1 here. This one can be the one because of this. This one can be the one because of this. This one can be the one. We see the option here. This is 5, 7, 8, 9. Obviously no 1, and obviously no 1 here as well. So that's the only option. We have to have a 9, by the way. Right? So that's the only option for 1. And that means that this is missing 2, 6, 7, 8. 2, 6, 7, 8. Now, if we're looking at the 16, remember 2, 6, 7, 8, 16 can only have 2 or 6 for this. Let's write it down. This one is 6, 7, 8, 9. That actually makes sense. All of this makes sense here. Can this one have a 2? This one can't have a 2. This one is the same, can't have a 2, but the 18 can have a 2. Unfortunately, we're missing 2, 3, 4, 5 here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this is 3, 4, 5. This is... Okay, this is great. This is 5, 7, 8, 9, and this can only be 5. Because it's 2, 3, 4, 5. What about this one? Can be anything, and this one can also be anything. Okay, 7, 8, 9 here. 7, 8, 9 here. Hopefully I will not die today. 3, 4, and then we have the 3, 4 here. That's why the 5 is not an option, because it forces us to have a 3 or a 4. And then 6 to 9. 6 to 9. Okay, maybe we can use it for the 19. Just give me a second here. 6, 7, 8. 9 is not an option. So this can only be 6, 7, 8. For this, we're looking for 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, if we look at the options, we have 2 numbers that are 6 and above. And the only answer for that, this is not an option, this is not an option, this is not an option, this is not an option. There's no 2 numbers that are 6 and above. So it's only 6 and 7, and this one has to be the 6. And this one has to be the 7. And we're missing a 1. Now if we look at this 27 now, we have to have a 9. And that's the only option that we have a 9 in. And also we have a 4. So that's 9, 4, and that's going to be an 8. All right. Let's keep going. With what? With what? 25. What are we missing here? A 2 and then 6 to 9. This one can be a 2. First of all, 8 to 9 is good. Oh, it's 6 to 9, right? Okay, that narrows down a little bit. So we have 2 8 9s here. First of all, why is this showing me only a 9? Because that's the only option, 8 9, and can be on the 16. Great. So it's 9 7 8 9 8. Now this is 1 2 3 5. What is this? Yeah, not really helpful. All right, so here we're looking for 2 6 7 8 9. There's already 8 9 here, so this one is 2 6 7. Very apart numbers. I don't like that. It's not really helpful. Okay, this one is 2 6 7, but it can be an 8 as well. That's unfortunate. And this can be anything. Okay, I don't like this side. I don't like this side at all. The only thing that I can like about it is the 11 that tells us this is 1 2 3 5. And if we write it down, we can check the 25 answers that have... We need 3 numbers that are 1 to 5. So this is 1 to 5. This is not 1 to 5. Now the 1 to 5 can't include a 4. You can see that there's no 4 here. So this one is not an option. 1 3 5 is fine. 1 3 6 is not fine. 2 3 4, we can't have a 4. 2 3 5 is fine. And 2 3 5 is fine. So that's the last answers that are valid. And also we see this, the first 3 columns in all the answers. One, like it's these 3. And then we're missing only 6 to 9. Now 6 to 9, this can be 6 7 8 9. 6 7, hold on, 6 7 8 9, and this can also be a 9. Okay. Okay, 6 7 8 9, and this is also 6 7 8 9. Can't find anything here yet. This can be a 7 because of this 7. So this means that this means nothing. Probably means nothing for now. Or I can think of anything. What about the 18? 18 can be anything. What are we missing for the 29? 2 and 3. Well, that's unclear. They can both be anything they want to. Okay, 16 is 7 and 9. There's already a 9 here. That's a 7. That's a 9. That was an easy one that I didn't see before. Three, 4, 5, 7. 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. There's already a 7. What about here? Anything possible? Very annoying. Very, very annoying. Where are we going? Okay, the answer has to have a 2 or 3, right? So this is fine. This is not fine. 2 or 3, this means that this column is already here. So for these two, we need 4 to 9. If we're looking at 4 to 9, the 8 can only have a 4, 5 in it. That's great. That narrows down some answers. Because any answer that doesn't have a 4 or 5 is now valid. And now we have the last column, which is 8, 9. That's good. Let's look at the 20. Any answer that doesn't have 8, 9 is irrelevant. We're just removing options. So if this is a 4, 5, this means that this is 1, 2, 3. Now this can only be a 3 in a 1, 2, 3 sequence. So and now we're missing a 1. And that tells us that this one is a 4. And we're missing a 3, 9. 3, 9, 2. Okay, we're done here. 20. 20 now became a 1, 2, 3, 5. So it's 11. Basically 11. So you see like here. 1, 2, 3, 5. The only option after the 9. 1, 2 is already here. So this one is a 3, 5. This one is a 2, 3, 5. And this one is a 1, 2. Okay, it's not a 1, 2, 5. Since it's only 1, 2, 3, 5, this can only be a 5. Okay, this is great. We found the 5. So we found the 3. So we found the 2. And the 1. Great. Now we're missing 6, 7, 8, 9. If we're looking at the 16, it can only be up to 6. 6 is the highest number. This has to be the 6. There's an 8 here. We're missing 7, 8, 9. There's an 8 here already. So this one can only be a 7 or a 9. Yep. And this one can be only 7, 8, 9. Let's check which answer makes sense. All of them. All of them. Okay. If we are looking at the 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, there's already 1, 2, 3 here. So this one is a 4. 1, 2 here. So this one is a 3. 1 is here. So this one is a 2. And 1. Amazing. What are we missing? 5, 6, 7. The biggies. We're missing the biggies and nothing makes sense yet. Let's just write it down. Okay, for this we're missing 3, 4, 6. 3, 4, 6. Yeah, that also doesn't make sense yet. We have the 8, 9 here already. 8 or 9. So we're missing 4 to 6. 4 to 6. Maybe we can find something here. In the 21, we can probably find something. Let me just make sure I'm not missing here. Okay, 21. Let's look at this. So 7, 8, 9. This can only be this can only be 3, 4, 6, right? Okay, first of all, that's great. As you see, only 3, 4, 6. Now, if we look at the answers, all the answers include 1. We don't have a 1 in any of this. 1 is not possible anywhere. So all of this is irrelevant. And what we're looking at is to fill this. So this has to be the 7, because inside 7, 8, 9, only 7 is in our answer. Now we have 5. 5 and 4. This one has to be the 5. This one has to be the 4 because there's no 6. And we're missing 3 and 2. This is the 3. This is the 2. This is the 3. Let's fill everything. 9, 8, 9, 5, 1, 4, 6 is what we're missing. So this one is the 6. This one is the 7. We're missing 1, 4. So this one is the 4 because there's a 1 here. And this is the 1. And 6. And 2. 1, 5. 1, 5. There's a 1 here. So this one is a 5. This one is the 1. 2. 1. What are we missing here? 3, 4, 8, 9. 3, 4, 8, 9. There's an 8, 9. So this one is a 3, 4. And 6 is not an option anymore. We're missing 3, 5 here as well. Let's write it down. And now let's look at the answers for the 18. So we have 4 numbers that are 1 to 5, as you see. 1 to 5 is this 4 columns. Then we're missing 6, 7, 8. So we're missing 6, 7, 8 here. And this makes sense. This makes sense. Okay, we have to figure out this part here. It makes no sense that we will not figure this out. If this is 6, 7, 8, first of all, the first thing we see is that, like, just look at the 6, 7, 8. That's the only answers here. So if this one is 6, 7, 8, the other one is 7, 8, 9. It goes like this. So 7, 8, 9, this one can be a 6. I think it's pretty important. Now, if we look at all the numbers here, nothing here is a 6 now. So all the answers with 6 are untrue. What else do we not have here that we can get rid of? 7, 8, 7, 9, 8, 9. Well, that's unclear. Not all the answers have 1. All the answers have 5. All right, that's nice. All the answers have 5. So this one has to be the 5. That's the only 5 in the answers here. So that's a 3, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 8, 7. And if both of these say 8, we are very good at this game. Bottom is fine. Let's go to the kind of looking harder part. What will we start with? What will we start with? This is 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. That's many options. Okay, but this is also like smaller numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the only thing that it tells me is there's 2 numbers from 1 to 5. Here and here. This means that this is not an option because there's only 1 number. But the rest kind of makes sense. But if we write it down, first of all, there's no 1. That's good. No 1 anymore. So it's only 2, 4, 5. And here it's 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, if it's 2, 4, 5, the opposite is 1, 2, 4. Now let's just look at this. So these 2 squares are taking these 2 columns, which means that we are only left with 6 to 9 for the other ones. Now, okay, 6 to 9 makes sense here. This one, 6 to 9, can only be 7 to 9. Let's write it down, and this... Okay, this 6 to 9 can only be a 7. As you see, 6 to 9 is only a 7. That's great. And then this can be anything besides 7. 7 is not an option anymore. Okay, we have something. Can we work with this? Can we work? Let's see, what am I missing? 3, 4, 5. Okay, I think I can work with this. 3, 4, 5. I think I found a 1 here. Let me just make sure. Yeah. Okay. So for the 18, we have to have 3, 4, 5. So any option that doesn't have 3, 4, 5 in it is not a real option. Now, in this 18, 1, 8, 9 is not an option anymore because of what I just said. 8 has to have a 1. If there's no 1 here, here or here, and there's no 1 here, 1 has to be somewhere and it has to be here. And now we're missing 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's write it down here and let's check the options that we have for 18. We have 2 numbers from 2 to 5. There's no 2 numbers from 2 to 5. Here, here, this is valid, this is not valid, and this is also not valid. So only 4, 5 for these 2. 4, 5, and that forces a 9 here. An 8 here, a 5 here, and a 7 here, because 5, 7, 8, 9. 22. We have 2, 4, and 3, 4, 5. Two numbers that are from 2 to 5, which is these two columns. And now for the last column, we have 6, 8, 9. 6, 8, 9 here. Now if you look at the 28, this is possible. This is very possible. What do we have here? All right. Now that we added a bunch of numbers here, we see that 6 is not an option anymore, anywhere. And the 9 is a must. So this one is the 9. What are we missing as well? 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. If this is only 4, 5, this can only be 2, 3. Now, if this is 2, 3, this has to be the 4, 5s. 2 is not an option here. And now, after we have less options here, we see that the only correct option is the 4 and 2, because if this is a 4, there's no 2 here anymore. It's not, it can be. Which means that this is 2, and this is 4, and this is 3. And a 4 and a 5. All right. This can only be an 8. 4, 3. Great. 3, 4, 6, 7. We're missing 3, 4, 6, 7. Well, there's 3, 7 here. So the only other options are 4. Oh, if 3, 7 is not an option, it's the whole answer here. So this one is not the answer for the 28. So it's 4, 6, 4, 6. 4, 6, and this can also have a 4, 6. Okay, what are we missing here? 4, 6, 8. 4, 6, 8. If we look at the 38, 4 is not an option, but 6, 8 are options. What about this? Oh, this can only be 1 to 5, but 5 is already taken, so this one has to be the 4. So this is the 6, this is the 4, this is the 8. Now, if we're looking at this 42 and at this 15, we're only missing 1 to 3 here. The lowest number can only be a 3 here for the 42. That's the 3, that's 1, 2, that's also 1, 2. 2, 6, 7, 9. Okay, the 18 is missing 1, 2, 3, 4. It just became a 10. 10 and 4 that's the only option. That's 1, 2. Okay, that's great. If this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 38 can only have a 2 now for the last options we have. So this one is the 2, this one is the 1, this one is the 6, this one is the 2. And we're only missing 7, 9 here. There's already a 9 here. That's a 7, that's a 9. 5, 6, 8. Let's look at other things. This is 3, 4, 3, 4. This is 1, 3, 4. This one can't be a 1. This one can't be a 1 because there's no 1 in 19. So this one is a 3, 4. And that means that only 3, 4 in options are okay. 3, 4, and then 6 to 9 for the other ones. There's already 2 9s here, so no 9 can be in the answer, which forces us to have 4, 7, 8. This is the 4, this is the 7, so this is the 8, and this is the 7. Okay, what are we missing? 5, 6. Let's just write everything now. Everything we know. This is 5, 6. This is 6, 8. Because this is 5 to 9. This is 1, 3. Can it be a 1 here? No, 1 can't be here. So this is automatically the 3. And this is the 1. And this is the 4. And this is the 3. What else are we missing? 6, 7, 8, 9. So it can be a 5. So this is the 6, the 8, the 5, the 6, the 7, the 8, the 9, and if this one tells us that this is a 2, we should be correct. What a great hard level puzzle. Hopefully you enjoyed it, guys. If you did, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, write something in the comments, and I'll see you guys in a couple of days. We're going to play a bunch of easy ones, just as fast as possible. And that's it. Thanks for watching. See you then. Bye-bye.